So, congratulations.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. I want to acknowledge the hospital staff and administrators and all the communities and attendees here. And Kevin, I want to thank you for your comments because people get lost in the world of technology. I'm a big believer in it, but it has limits, and there's no substitute for the human touch at the end of the day. And there are people you can't afford to sit around and see whether AI is going to have the answer when someone's not sure what they're dealing with when they're on the phone with you. You're going to want to see them and not find out later that you should have done something that you weren't able to get to. So there's a place for technology. I will continue to love technology. I will continue to love the brick and mortar of this institution because it's where the care is ultimately going to be delivered. So thank you. And I think it's sobering to remind people that this will not be replaced. I'm honored to be here for the 10th anniversary. And when it was opened in 2014, it was the first new hospital in Montgomery County in 35 years. There's been a lot of growth in those 35 years. And to go that long without a new hospital is probably longer than it should have been. And over the past 10 years, you've been a beacon of care and compassion and innovation to our residents. And the hospital has contributed to reducing health disparities and improving access to health care, especially for our underserved communities. I also want to talk about during the pandemic, you were great partners to us. When the world was melting down, there was these few institutions like the hospitals and the clinics in Montgomery County that held this county together. You're in a county that had the lowest death rates and lowest case rates of any place east of the Mississippi River. It didn't get there by accident. It was a combination of an educated population that understood what they needed to do and didn't fuss too much about it. None of us were thrilled. I missed a lot of concerts I had planned on seeing. But I preferred to see people alive. And we made decisions here that kept people alive. And this hospital was a big part of those decisions. The ability to use the hospitals and to do the kind of work we needed to do was absolutely critical. 30,000 vaccinations took place next door to you at Montgomery College. Your team of pharmacists were great help in us service us in doing the vaccine management. And they received vaccine directly from the state and were able to do on-site assist every day. And they worked side by side with us in doing everything possible to make sure the vaccine was distributed equitably to all parts of the community. And that's another remarkable thing about the vaccination, the rates of uptake. Whoever thought the Hispanic community would be at the top of the uptake list of vaccinations along with the Asian population. They were the two largest vaccinated cohorts in Montgomery County. So it's really good to see that you were able to play that role in getting us there. And you collaborate with local institutions, you're part of our clinic system, and we were able to work together going forward. I want to recognize the frontline workers, because without your frontline workers, it's just a building. And nothing happens without a workforce, without the people who put themselves online, and particularly the health professionals during COVID, when we didn't have good masks. In the beginning, we did not have good masks. We were getting masks from people who were sewing them in their homes and giving us to distribute to people. Folks without the sanitizer that we contracted locally with one of the vodka makers in Montgomery County to provide sanitizer for us. Without those things, we're not successful. And your people were on the front line. No matter how bad the equipment was, nobody said, I'm not coming to work today. Nobody said, I'm not going to do my job. So we know that health professionals paid a high price for their exposure during COVID. And I think we all got to appreciate the fact they stood out there and did this work, regardless of the conditions they worked under. So I'm always indebted to them for everything they've been able to do. I look forward to working with you on our future goals. Increasing health equity is a major priority. I'll say that when I was talking to the hospitals during COVID, there was a realization that they were seeing patients they'd never seen before. And the troubling thing is they were seeing patients with comorbidities, which told us that people were not getting the medical care they needed until COVID landed in a hospital. And hospital care to people with comorbidities was more difficult than it would have been just for dealing with COVID. And my hope in the future, in the near future, is we strengthen the ties between the hospitals in the county, the clinics in the county, and the county government, so we can plug some of the holes that we know are out there, that it's in everybody's interest that the earlier we treat people in Montgomery County, the less severe cases the hospitals are going to have to deal with, the fewer comorbidities they're going to have to deal with. So we're bound up together in how we build a better system for all of us, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to be able to do. I have this certificate to Holy Cross Germantown Hospital in recognition and appreciation on 10 years of caring for the people of our community. In 2014, a gap in hospital access was filled when Holy Cross Germantown Hospital opened its state-of-the-art facility as a general medical and surgical facility. The hospital staff were a critical partner during the COVID-19 crisis and have been leaders for our community health in Germantown, as well as your other hospital. And congratulations on your 10th anniversary, signed by me on September 30th of this year.